Good morning, my beautiful people. Good morning. Welcome to the Weekly Gospel. I'm your host, Amazing Katamanda. This is a show that comes your way every Saturdays at 10 hours. We get to bring to you guys different personalities, and these are people that are making the industry, the Zambian gospel music industry, grow. So if you're somebody that is aspiring to be a gospel artist, this is the right show for you. Tell your friends to tell their friends so they can tell their friends that the Weekly Gospel is on. We know that COVID is still real, so you guys stay away from crowded places. Make sure that you stay at home even as you are enjoying Kamne TV. You know, we're not just another channel. So talking about what we have today, I'm joined by Sticka. He's a rapper, something different from what we usually see on the Weekly Gospel, because most of the times we have prayers and worship. So now we are going into rap. We want to know more about the rap music, how it works, the do's and don'ts. Okay, so let's just get to one of his videos, and then after this video he'll be joining me. So write down those questions that you have for him, any queries, any contributions that you have for the show. Make sure that you text in using the numbers that are on the screen, or better yet, you can stream us live on our Facebook page, Kamne TV. It's as simple as that. So let's get to this video, and then on the other side, he'll be joining me.
First off, let me just say that Sticka is probably the most hardworking artist I've seen so far. And I'd like to say thank you for giving us such inspirational music, great music. And personally, it's helped me realize that being honest about yourself, to yourself, can be quite a huge ministry in itself. And that has helped me in my ministry, in my spiritual walk, and in just life in general. It's helped me to realize that it's important to be honest with myself. Sticka, thank you.
My name's Sticka. Feeling like I really need to say this. Sancho, I'm grateful. Your support, Janipanga gonna pace me. Who knew one day that I would feed off? There's pieces you inspire me to craft in. There's lives you tell me that I've reached. Got me feeling Monga Clark Kent. You're not a fan best, you're a family. I penned this down for the fact that I wanted you to know where my heart lies. At the pinnacle of our successes, there's nobody I'd rather laugh with. We come way back in the 90s, and we're better as we age, longer wine. For all of these years you've been behind me, just wanna say you define us.
So in a few words, Sticka music to me is brilliant lyrical content. I know that whenever I listen to a Sticka song, a song with Sticka on it, a song that features Sticka, it will be rich with lyrics, and very meaningful lyrics, very personal lyrics, very encouraging and uplifting lyrics. So Sticka music for me is amazing lyrical content.
Without them, there's no Sticka brand, and without name. These lyrics that I pour are without ears, and that thought really frights me. So, till the wheels fall off. My gratitude is to you and yours. For so many times you have reached my course. So far your deeds have appeased my soul. Andy and Abel and Peasy and George, Nick and Brian, my homie, my bro. To heal like a swicker, you rock. Space me in honor to mention you all, but the truth is, you've earned my respect, and thank you for breaking my defenses. And now I am better because of your patience. I'm grateful for lessons. Yeah.
Alright, man, I just want to say this right quick. I'm one person that appreciates music and is moved by it. And one thing I can say is Sticka is one person that inspires me. He's always motivating me. His work ethic is beyond something that I can fathom. Yeah? And yeah, pretty much. I just want to encourage the brother. Keep going, bro. We appreciate you. And man, big ups. Keep going.
Hello, good morning. You are still watching the Weekly Gospel, and I'm your host, Amazing Katamanda. This is a show that comes your way every Saturdays at 10 hours. We get to bring you guys your favorite personalities. The only thing you have to do is just send me the names of the people that you want to see on the show, and then I'll get to bring them into your homes, even as we are adhering to the guidelines that the Ministry of Health has put in place. So this is not the time to be moving about. This is the time to watch TV and enjoy your time. So tell me the artists that you want to see on the show, and then we'll get to bring them. So today I'm joined by Sticka. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. And I'm so excited because most of the times we always have the praise guys, the worship guys. We don't, so we're just trying to switch things up so that we can understand how the rap works.
How the rap game works.
Yes. So you're welcome again.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for joining us this morning. I hope that you are daring to use that, the guidelines.
I have my mask with me, of course.
Okay, first things first, can you tell us who Sticka is?
Alrighty, so my real names are Crispin Chembe.
Crispin.
Crispin.
So then how did the Sticka come about?
Sticka is an acronym for Service of the Talent, Incited and Created by Knowledge of the Almighty.
Oh.
So Sticka.
Oh, okay.
Ifs and the odds are silent.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah, so I'm a born and raised in Osaka. Like you said, I'm a rapper. I'm also a graphics designer by profession. I do music video production. Also, I shoot my own music videos.
You do?
I do my own music.
So like the one that we're promoting is the one that did that. And I think I've noticed something. Like it's short, and then there's the other one again because I was looking at all your videos. I think most of them, the ones I've seen, are like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Like why? Why is that?
Really dependent on the inspiration. I'm not the type of guy who likes to write what I'm not feeling or what I'm not experiencing or what's not given to me. So normally I usually find it easy to be able to express an experience I have knowledge of. You know, so sometimes that'll only take me to do 1 minute. Sometimes it's taking me 4 minutes. So really dependent on the inspiration. I have no rule on that.
When you say it depends on inspiration, what are some of the things that like inspire you?
That's a good question. Most of my music I write from what I've heard, been told, seen, or experienced particularly. And you find that, say, simple example, right?
Yeah.
I have a friend who's broken up with his girlfriend, or a female friend who's broken up with the boyfriend, and that they're feeling. I felt it before.
Yeah.
So I try to write, maybe based on that situation, but encompassing how I feel also.
Yeah.
So I'm inspired by, to answer your question, I'm inspired by very different things.
Different things.
Whatever comes, whatever that's on the table, whatever that's, I feel like I need to talk about. I really am inspired by that. I can be inspired by food. I can be inspired by you, of course.
Okay.
You know, I can be inspired by my brother. You know. Last time my young brother gave me a song challenge. I was doing a weekly song challenge last year. It ended in December. I started in March, and I did about 39 music videos.
39?
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yes, that was the aim of the challenge.
Wow.
I
Okay.
did that every week. I wrote the song in a particular week, shot the music video, edited it, and released it. So my brother, I think it was video number 36, somewhere there. He says, my youngest brother, he says he was listening to a trap song. So he says, can you rap on this? And I'm like, it's a challenge, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, so that was inspiration enough. I wanted to prove to my young brother that I could be versatile.
Okay.
So that was inspiration. So it's really different things.
Okay.
It's not anything specific.
All right, so I'm going to get back to you. But for now, let's just take a short break so that people can make their cup of coffee. And then, enjoy the show with a cup of coffee. So we'll see you guys after this short break.
Monday, 11th January 2021 on National Matters, join Pastor Moses Chilua as he hosts a vibrant, young, creative, self-motivated leader, Mulenga Sata. You can participate on the program through phone calls, text and Zoom. Camnet TV, not just another channel. Monday, 11th January 2021 on National Matters, join Pastor Moses Chilua as he hosts a vibrant, young, creative, self-motivated leader, Mulenga Sata. You can participate on the program through phone calls, text and Zoom. Camnet TV, not just another channel. Monday, 11th January.
And you are still watching the Weekly Gospel. I hope that you guys have made your cup of tea because it's a bit cool today, chilled. So I hope that you are enjoying your cup of coffee. This is the Weekly Gospel, the show that comes your way every Saturdays at 10 hours. So if you know somebody that is aspiring to be an artist, tell them to watch this show so that they can be inspired. We have a lot of young people that want to get into music, but they don't know the do's and don'ts. This is where you guys have to be. Kamni TV. We're not just another channel. Talking about a lot of young people that want to get into music, we have a lot of rappers out there, and they feel like doing gospel is not really like fun because it's boring. What can you say to such a person?
That's a very good question.
I don't know if you've been there before where you just felt like gospel, it's not really, it's not happening, you know, especially when it comes to rap.
I hear you. I hear you. Here's the situation. Generally, we live in a country that doesn't appreciate rap music as much as it appreciates people who sing. So, but we're getting there, of course. So, here's the thing, right? The problem is, I feel, my observation, is there's a lot of people they're in a box. You know, they feel like, hey, because I'm a gospel artist, so I wake up every day and, you know, talk about church stuff. And I'm not saying don't talk about church stuff. This is coming from a gospel artist. The question you should be asking yourself is, how many people are in the church? What type of people are in the church? What are they listening to? What are they dancing to? Then when you understand those concepts, you begin to ask yourself, how can I package my message and make it appeal to the people that are listening, to the different people that are listening to me? Of course, we understand, you and me, that every time you're doing a business, you have a target audience. Who do I want to sell this particular item to? So understanding that will help you position yourself. So to answer your question, yes, everybody gets there, even in the secular industry. It's crazy. I promise you, just rap music generally in Zambia is difficult to break through. But you see, it's normal, I could say. It's normal to get there, but the question is, when you get there, you don't settle. Or do you settle when you get to such a place? So you have to always constantly evolve. You can't always wake up. Sometimes people just want to hear, hey, it's going to be okay, without having to go really deep into it. Sometimes people just want to hear, hey, let's dance. So you kind of need to know. You get what I mean? There's time for worship music. There's time for praise music. There's time for real talk. There's time for repentance. There's time for celebration. Different times. So then how do you package all of these different things in one message? Or rather, in an appealing way.
I think Pompey did a song. I think I remember some of the verses. I don't know if they are called verses or what. You know, in the church, they don't allow like hip hop. And then in the clubs, they don't, like, they don't want a gospel in the club, oh my God. They don't want a hip hop in the church, oh my God. Forgive us.
No, it's a lie. Exactly.
So, like, for that one, do you think, like, the church needs to accept that hip hop is music and it can be used in the church to reach out to a lot of young people, to entertain a lot of young people? Because I don't know if it's just your church, but I think from my church I've observed a lot of young people, like, you know, trying to refrain and not being like 100% committed because they feel like they're not given the platform. Yes, and they're not even supported at all because they're not given platform to enjoy what they do. Do you think that the church needs to do more?
100%. I agree with you, 121% actually. And here's why I say this. You and I are given the mandate to dominate. This is one of the first instructions God gives us in the book of Genesis. We must go and dominate. Now, I take us back to, I think, the book of Exodus, when Moses sent the spies to go and spy on the other land and see what was there, right? The milk of the land of milk and honey. When the spies went there, they brought back a report. Do you know why Moses sent the spies? It was to go and so that he could know what's ahead of him. Here's the thing, right? We want to dominate, but we don't want to align ourselves with the principles that work. And here's why I say this: if you're selling carpenter and you go to a beef market, do you think your carpenter will sell?
No.
If you're selling beef and you go to a carpenter market, do you think your beef will sell?
Yeah, it will.
No, it won't.
No, it won't.
Here's the thing. There's a reason it's called the beef market. There's a reason it's called the carpenter market.
Okay.
Okay?
I was thinking of it in the...
Exactly. So when you're selling beef, you sell beef at the beef market. When you're selling carpenter, you sell carpenter at the carpenter market. When you sell, even those women who sell tomatoes and stuff like that, they have different things.
Yeah.
And imagine she's selling all the things, but she doesn't have bread. Can you go looking for bread at her store? No, but you're looking for bread. So as Christians, as the church, we need to realize that these tools that the world is using to dominate are the same tools we will use to dominate.
Oh, yes.
Right? These are principles that are given by God for everybody. The people that apply them are the people that these things work for. Right? Why aren't you surprised that the richest man is not a Christian? They apply principles. Principles work for everybody.
Oh, yes, true.
Mark Zuckerberg is not a Christian. He's one of the richest people. Principles. So when the church begins to accept that the principles that work in order to access certain places, then we're headed the right direction. The church can keep young people from expressing themselves through hip-hop music, through trap music, through bubblegum music. Let people express themselves, and then as they grow, the spirits begin to convict them based on the direction it wants them to go. You understand? We can't always determine the route for people, but we just need to be a little bit more permissible as a church, I think, in terms of what we allow these young people to do and express themselves.
Very true.
Yeah.
I was looking at one of the videos that you did, and in that one you were very open.
Yeah.
You were talking about your teenage life, like the mistakes you've made and all that.
Which song is this? Sometimes I don't even know because there are too many. I don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah.
My question is just this one. Why did you decide to just be open and talk about your mistakes? Because it's not easy to talk about your flaws. It's easy to talk about your strengths, your success, but being vulnerable to talk about the mistakes you've made.
Yeah.
What gives you the courage to do that?
That's a very good question. Ish, amazing. You have got some hard questions. Here's the thing, right? I had a conversation with someone. Allow me, please. I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and we were just, having a discussion about, sharing with people and being there for people. And one of the things we realized is, as human beings, we're so quick to give advice based from the place of our strength. Yeah. Right? But you don't realize that as a person, that I'm on TV right now, right? There's people who are saying, hey, I love Sticka's music. But imagine if one of those guys heard that Sticka struggles with this particular issue and is open enough to express it. How much ministry do you think that will be to that person struggling? Because for one, they'll think they're not alone. Yeah. For two, they'll think it's okay to open up, because concealing a matter is the beginning of the end of it. If you want to solve something, be open enough, bring it to the light. And I feel like even when I become vulnerable in some of my songs, I'm doing this to remind people to say, I'm only human. Do not put me on pedestals I do not belong on. I'm just a guy like you. The only difference is I'm doing something that you're probably not doing. That's the thing. But otherwise, you and I, we're just one and the same guys. So don't look at me with this in this light or in this regard.
And I just feel like when people become open, they talk about their flaws or their weaknesses, it also helps other people to come up in the open and say, you know what, I'm also struggling with this. And if you made it through, I can also...
100%.
Yeah, I need help in this way.
100%.
Talking about principles, Eda, you talked about principles. I would like to know, what are some of the principles that you live by? What are some of the principles that you set for yourself?
Good question. I'm not a man of many principles. I think that too many principles, again, for me is like, hey, you become rigid in life. Yeah. I live by 3 principles. Principle number 1 is, on your way up, carry as many people as you can, so that when you fall, you land on them. Number 2, your success isn't yours. It's for everyone out there except you. Number 3, consistency. No matter what you do, no matter how slow things might seem, always keep at it, because you don't know who's looking, you don't know who's listening.
True.
Your life is a daily sermon for someone out there. So you always have to be on your toes and ensuring that you keep at what you're doing on a daily basis.
Very true. And I think on that one I can also add, a lot of people feel like in order for you to live a life of impact, you need to either be on TV or on radio, or you need to be a social media person that's like all over. It's not like that. There are people who look up to you like every day. It could be your young brother, it could be your neighbor. Like every day you wake up, they just look at the things that you do. So you don't have to be this big in order for you to inspire someone.
Exactly.
So like he said, start where you are, be humble, and carry as many people. Because when we are going up, I think I love the fact that you said when you're going up, you need to carry as many people. So that when you fall, at least those people are going to catch you. And don't, be all that, because you're going to need people in one way or the other.
100.
So now, let's talk about how you got into the gospel. Have you always done gospel, or it started somewhere?
Another hard question.
Oh, it started somewhere.
Another hard question, guys.
It's not a hard question. We just want to know where it all started from and where you are now.
Alrighty. So I used to do. I used to do secular music when I started out, right? So that was before I gave my life to Jesus Christ. I was born again 2011 New Year's Eve. I never forget that day. It was
in 2011.
2011 at Pastor Cholo's this overnight things he used to do at Mulungushi. Because I think now they have a church. I think by then they didn't really have a big place. So that's where I started out my Christian life. And even when I started out, trust me, the transition just didn't happen. Now I had a struggle within myself. I'm like, hey, this secular music kind of sounds cool, hey, I could talk about, but that was before I realized, hey, the source of information isn't man, it is God, and He's the one that gives. So I had this conflict within me. Amazing. I'm like, how do I do this? And for a whole year, I was battling with that, right? Didn't end there. So we got to this prayer meeting, and so this man of God is preaching. Now when it comes to praying for people, and as he's praying for people, he comes to me, and he tells me, stop music.
Stop music.
Stop music. They're gonna use it to bring you down. These were his words.
That was the man of God.
Yeah. I promise you, that was the hardest thing I've ever heard in my life. Amazing.
I don't think I can even imagine.
That was the hardest thing I've ever heard in my life. And I said, I'll follow this man after this meeting. I said, I hear you, sir. So when the meeting was done, I walk up to his car and I'm like, sir, I don't think I can stop music. Because at that moment, that was the only thing that was keeping me sane. There's nothing I was doing literally. I was, in a bad place and just trying to find my way. And he says to me, yeah, there's actually different type of music you can do where you will flourish even more. And he says, do gospel music. I was like,
this is so hard.
Here we go again with the cliche stuff.
Yeah.
Now, because you see, you can understand, I'm at a place where I don't know how I'll survive. Because according to me, I can't write gospel music.
Yeah.
I don't know what to talk about. What will I say? Would I mention Jesus every time? You know what I mean? So that was the instruction for me, right? It took me another year, amazing, to adapt to that instruction.
Another one.
I was so caught up in the idea that, hey, I don't know how to do this. So I started doing what a lot of people call conscious music. Deep music that doesn't sound gospel, it doesn't sound Christian. It's just music, you know what I mean? And as I grew and I yielded more to the Spirit of God, He began to convict me on the things I should talk about. And I realized, oh wait, okay, this gospel thing is working.
Like it's working. Right?
It's working. It's working. And as I've come and I've grown, I realized, you hear some of my songs, you hear me say, is it showing your core at the Kwezek level? You won't even hear me say anything about the church, but I'm just talking as I would talk to any normal
normal person on any normal given day,
Yeah.
is it showing that you're progressing in life?
Yeah.
Is it showing that there's improvement in your life? So you hear me say things like, dear Sechu, Sechu ko bond 70. I'm just trying to now, I'm at a place where the conviction I have and the relationship I have with God allows me to express the things I'm going through. I don't necessarily have to come and say, hey, Joshua 5 verse 6 says you will, and what. Those things of course have their place, but we're at a place where there's more understanding now. So
Wow.
that's been the journey.
Well, I hope that you guys have been encouraged at home. If you're just joining us, this is the Weekly Gospel, and we get to bring you guys different personalities so that you can learn some of the do's and don'ts about music. So if you are a young person or you know someone else who wants to get into music, tell them to watch the Weekly Gospel. They can't afford to miss the show for anything, because this is where they're going to learn. Before you get started, you need to have knowledge about what you want to get into.
Of course.
So I'm so encouraged, and I'm really being inspired right now. Talking about Christianity, we have a lot of people that think Christianity is boring. Like, it's boring, that's the picture that they have. What can you tell them? At least you've been in that place, and then now you are enjoying. So what can you tell such a person who thinks, no, Christianity is boring, I can't do these things, it can't work?
I hear you. And I think that some of the problems these people find, we as Christians have I think parts to play. And here's why I say this: we have elevated the fear of God above the love of God, to the people. We speak more of we've in past times, of course. I think things have been changing now, but people have spoken more concerning the fear of God, the fear of hell, rather than the love of God, the grace of God, all of those things. And I think that the perception a lot of people have is, I'll go to hell, or I'll do you know what I mean? So most people are just like, whatever, man. You only live once, right? But I think, from my experience, I would say this: that gospel music, or rather, Christianity, isn't even. It's a lifestyle. It's like you live your life of secularism. You live your life of Buddhism. You live a life. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily a place of conditions and rules and everything. Anything that, even as a normal person, let's take away religion. As a normal person, you need to bath, you need to eat, you need to work in order for you to survive. These are principles, and you find this everywhere, right? So even Christianity, it's a lifestyle. There's things you need to do in order for you to be able to sustain that lifestyle. And there's things you shouldn't do. So I wouldn't say to someone, come to Christianity because it's not boring. I would say to them, come because there's life here. Come because there's a relationship here. Come because there's love here. Come because there's grace here.
I feel like I'm talking to a pastor again.
Wow.
Maybe we're headed somewhere. Do you ever feel like people judge you? Like, whenever they just see you for the first time, they're like, we don't know about this one. Do you ever feel misunderstood by people?
A lot of times, actually. It's funny you would say that. I was at a show 2 weeks ago. So when I went to the show, I was PCC, Press Christian Center. So when I went to that show, I was invited as a guest artist. So while I was there, I didn't sit in the front. I sat, I think, 3-4 rows away from the front. So when it was time for me to go up, a lot of people didn't even know who I was, right? So when it was time for me to go up, then I went up and did my thing. Then later that night, I got a message from one of the girls there. She was like, no, she came actually. She was like a young girl. Hey, uncle. I want you, my name is, can I get your number? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I give her my number, and then she calls me, and she's like, I didn't think you were an artist. You didn't look like one.
Didn't look like one.
You didn't come off like one. You didn't behave like one. So when I sat there, I was like, wait a minute. It's about perceptions. Artists have a supposed look. They have a supposed presentation. They have a supposed seating place. So the misunderstanding is always there, depending on the environment that I go to.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We'll get into our next. No, we're not going to play a video. I want you to do this one live.
Okay.
Yes. So which song are you going to perform?
So there's a song called Sichu. It's coming out this month, actually.
Okay.
It's not even out yet, so most of the people will probably hear it firsthand here.
Okay, we're not just another channel. You always hear the first things here at Community TV. So let's get into that one, and then we can have more chat about it.
Sure thing.
Yes, when you're done. Okay, take us away.
Hey. My name's Sticka. Like Lelo ni Friday bane. Ella boss and I trust some money. With this situation I don't know how to manage. Whenever bond they for a chair rent at no mercy, debt never pretend. Remember last month you paid that place. My bond in a mueve. Mele check mele me una sote mo oven. So for your wash la ya sila vovala va clean him closet. Hey, nona coin mo tumba my light ya kafana tezalende like a zuba. Eh, dear sechu ko bonde se ventu. Vento va cosa va guy. Vento se vento va cosa va guy. Hey, dear sechu ko bonde se ventu. Vento va cosa va guy. Vento se vento va cosa va guy. Say, ena yanga le so. Nanga yako le boanje. Ena yanga le so. Nanga yako le bois. Ena yanga le so. Nanga yako le boanje. Ena yanga le so. Nanga yako le bois. Yeah. Let's go. Thank God to peste kalemo. Na deto na yeve kalemo. At least ungachoseko chivo kastima. Now I'm pondering what to put on the nsema. Ni chaiche ya sote yolo. Ni chaiche ka force fasting. Then ni kuseni te kongole sugar na chaze golo. Indi sechu. Sechu ko bonde se vento. Vento va cosa va guy. Vento se vento va cosa va guy. Vento se vento va cosa va guy. Yes, sechu ko bonde se vento. Vento va cosa va guy. Vento se vento va cosa va guy. Say, ina yanga le so. Nanga yako le bois. 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 Hey. Bois. Yeah. Hey. Woo.
Okay. At least, I woke up in a very down mood. I was like, I don't know.
I didn't pick the song, by the way. I had to cut it because I was like, I want them to hear the full version when it's out.
Finally out. Okay, that was really nice. At least it has, just helped my mood. Like,
yeah.
I'm okay. I think we have, okay. No, we're not going to take any callers now, but we have opened the phone line. So if you guys want to call in, you've got questions for Sticka here, please guys call in using the numbers that are on the screen, or you can show him some love by commenting on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. So it's Community TV everywhere, on our YouTube channel, our Facebook channel, our Facebook page. It's no channel, Facebook page and YouTube channel. So send those comments, those contributions, encourage him. If you're inspired by him, let him know what you feel about his music. I hope that you have enjoyed. Now, getting to you, Sticka.
Yes.
Tell us more about this song.
Okay, so this song is a real life song, right? I made this song about a while ago. So one day, and this is every lyric you hear is true to the dot.
Yeah.
So one day I was walking from, and I actually left home. It was on the 10th of that day, and I hadn't paid my rent. My rent was due, right? So, and then salaries took time to come in, you know, obviously the issue of former jobs. So, I tell my landlady in the morning, she asked me about it, so I'm like, hey, I'll pay when I come, because I'm getting paid today. Then I got to work, it was on a Friday.
Yeah.
Then I don't get paid. And I'm like, what will I tell my landlady?
Oof.
So now, in that moment, I didn't have a solution. I didn't have any, you know. I'm like, but this lady, I'm, 10 days in, and I'm late, and I have to tell another story.
Yeah.
And so I just started. I was working, and I was like, yes, it's true. I just wanted to share with someone that, hey, I don't know where you are, but this is where I am. You know, when you get with your girlfriends and you're like, hey, she's wild, man.
Like,
yeah. And
life.
You're not even asking for a solution. You're just saying, hey, this is what it is.
Yeah, this is what
it's wild today. It's wild today. So, yeah, that was the inspiration behind the song.
Okay, so talking about your career in music.
Yeah.
We would like to know people that you've worked with.
Okay. I've worked with Magnus. I've worked with I've done so many songs sometimes I forget. I worked with Team, formerly known as Sticka.
Yeah.
I've worked with Dub G. I've worked with Geo. I've worked with Mpikwa, Solomon Plate, M7. I've worked with Toela Kyra, Makito's young sister. I think you know her. I've worked with oh my God! Please, guys, don't slaughter me for this.
We pray they don't.
I pray so too. I would say that I worked with different people, but these are the ones that come to my head. Not to say that I don't regard the other ones, but these are the names that pop up.
You do. Can you say you guys are united, or there's much that needs to be done to bring that unity, that spirit of oneness?
I think there's still work that needs to be done. I feel here's why I say that. You see how collaboration is like a key ingredient to exponential success or exponential growth, right? Right now, I think we are getting there. More and more people are collaborating. There's more and more platforms that are, talking about these young and upcoming names. But I still feel like there's work that needs to be done. We are coming from a place where it's each one for himself and God for ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think that time has come to an end. And collaboration is definitely is going to be the new norm. So we still have work, yes. We still have work.
Like work needs to be done.
Yeah, we still have work. We're not as united as we can. We can be.
And I believe in the spirit of unity, oneness, because this finger cannot do anything on its own. It needs this one, needs this one, needs this one.
100.
Yes, in order for it to do something. So, to the upcoming artists out there, I don't know. People feel like I don't know whether I can say how much of it. I want to sound really nice.
Please.
I don't want to offend anybody that's watching.
Say the word.
I don't want to offend anybody that's watching.
Yeah.
We have a lot of young people that complain to say the people who are established don't
give them opportunities.
Yeah, they don't give them opportunities, or they don't want to work with them because they feel like, oh, we've made it. Why should we work with these guys? The time that you were starting, did you ever feel like that at all? Where you felt like people are just looking down on you, like, no,
I still do.
He's a youngster.
Even now, I still do. That's the thing for everybody. But this is one thing that I've learned, right? There's two things. There's either people are just jealous of you, or that you haven't shown them the value. A lot of people want to talk about, hey, I have value.
Yeah.
I have value. I can rap. I can do this. I have value. But we can't see your value. So it's much easier for me to relate to someone who's more committed to their work by their actions than more committed to their work by their word of mouth, right? So a challenge I've seen in upcoming people is that the issue of entitlement is hard. Of course, I'm not saying the big names are as helpful to them as they can be, but the idea that they owe you something
Yeah.
should be taken out of your head.
Okay.
Should
I
be
think
taken
on
out
that
of your
note, we
head.
should even take a
Yeah.
caller. We have a call on the line.
Sure.
We have a call on the line. Hello. Hello. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you. And how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Rocky Chisupa.
Okay, please.
I'm calling from within Lusaka.
Okay, so I hope that you're at home. You're not like moving about.
Yes, I'm keeping to the
Yeah.
regulations.
Good, yeah, good
Just so that everyone else
citizen.
is safe.
Okay, a good citizen. Thank you for caring and thank you for being a responsible citizen.
Okay.
Please go ahead with your comments or contributions.
Thank you so much. My contribution is a shout out to Sticka. I'm a huge fan of his music.
Okay.
And I thought this morning to appreciate him that at least he's inspiring a lot more people on a bigger platform, Camnet TV. And I would like to wish him all the very best in his career and may he continue inspiring not only other gospel artists but also leading people to the reason for his music.
Okay.
Wow.
That's all. Thank you for coming
Thank
through.
you so much, boss.
Thank you, thank you.
Please stay safe.
Thank you.
Okay, and
I know Rocky. Actually.
you know him.
I know Rocky. I know Rocky.
Okay,
Yeah.
so and how do you feel every time you have people walking up to you telling you we're blessed by your ministry, we're blessed by your works, everything that you're doing is just inspiring us to just move on a whole different level?
For me, that honestly is a call for, as a reminder that you're doing something and it's not in vain.
Yeah.
And that gives me the courage to keep on going. So I'm always encouraged and I'm always blessed also by those remarks and those contributions all the
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Awesome. Being a young person and seeing young people getting destroyed by drugs, by all these things, what is it that you are doing when it comes to music, like in reaching out to people that are depressed, people that are drug addicts? What are you doing to like help such people?
That's a good question. I'll say this. I'm a believer in one-on-one interactions, right? And it takes a while for you to get to a place of one-on-one interactions. I have a vision to gather communities together and be able to, share values, moral values, share right conduct, share all those things. But I need to earn the right to be heard. So I'm at a place where I think I'm doing that currently. So it's a step-by-step process. Once in a while in my music, of course, you will hear me air out some of these things. But I think it's not enough. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay because but people listen to different things all the time.
Yeah,
but
true.
interactions like this are much more better because the person can feel you raw and you can also hear them raw. And before you can even judge them, you can listen to them. You can be like, oh, hey. Because in a song, it's easy for me to don't do drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know why the person is doing drugs.
Yeah, very true.
I need to find out why before I can offer a solution.
Yeah, true.
What if the solution I'm offering is for the wound on their toenail and not the big bite mark on their neck?
Yeah.
So I need to be very considerate of the places that they are at life. So I'm at that place. I'm at that place. Yeah.
Let's talk about challenges.
Yeah.
How do you navigate?
Challenges are very subjective to time, number one. So generally, I'm the type of guy who says,
I think I'd have to hold you.
Okay.
Hold your thought, please.
Okay.
Let's take this caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Abraham. Calling you from Northwood.
Okay. How is Northmead this morning?
Northwood, okay.
Okay. I hope that you are adhering to the guidelines that have been put in place by the Ministry of Health.
Yeah.
Okay. Please go ahead with your comments, contributions, or any queries that you have for Sticka.
Oh, hi, Sticka. How are you?
Hey, my man, how you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Hey, thanks for calling in, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, me too. I'm so happy to hear from you. Yeah, I've been watching you from other television
Oh, wow.
media.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, I've been following you. The encouragement that you normally give. The same encouragement has been encouraging me so very much.
Oh.
Yeah. Just want to wish you all the best in life. And may the Lord continue using you, blessing you, and encouraging others as well.
Thanks, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
I appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you.
God bless you.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you.
You were going to talk about how you navigate through
Yes.
challenges.
I'm the type of guy who says, I'm the job 13 guy. Come with me. I hope for the best, but I also expect the worst.
Yeah.
So every time I'm hit with a challenge, my resolve all the time is, okay, it's here. What next? So depending on the situation, the what next is really variant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You talked about how music has evolved and all that. I would also like to find out from you, like, how are you making sure that you're also evolving with time when it comes to personal development?
Oh, that's a good question. You heard the song I just performed, right? It's most people would tell you that's not a Sticka song. It's not really my. I'm a more of a chilled guy, you know. But then because I understand that certain people that I'm talking to respond to such things.
Yeah.
And this has come out of a place of research. So I'm always researching in regards to personal development. I'm always researching, always listening, always trying to see what's happening, what are the trends, how can we package ourselves in alignment with this trend. So I'm always researching, really.
Yeah,
I'm
always researching.
Yeah, that's how I'm able to do danceable music now.
Okay. You told us that you're a graphic designer when we opened the show.
Yeah.
So how do you juggle music, graphic designing? How do you just juggle everything? Because we also understand that you have friends to attend to.
Of course.
Family wants you. So how do you just juggle things?
So the truth is, I'm still, that's it now, I'll be honest, on live TV, that I have a struggle with relationships. I don't have many friends, very few friends.
Hold
Okay,
your thoughts.
sure
Hold
thing.
your thoughts. We just take this caller.
Sure thing.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay. How are you?
Me, I'm blessed. What's your name?
This is Kelvin Mitchell.
And where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Chawama.
Okay, I hope that you are adhering to the rules. Are you staying at home? Are you keeping the social distance?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for being a good citizen. Please go ahead with your comments or contributions.
Okay, there is nothing ko chape. Bakeba che manyimbo Sticka music yokinari.
Yeah.
Na konda konandira ko chetu 3 days ago pa TV2.
Wow.
Ngachache inkajo bati vapitirize na manyimbo ebayimba ariko musha ariko classic nako ndechemo mebayimbira. So vapitirize tena manyimbo musha nako nda, so go ahead with that spirit.
Okay.
Cheers Bazongo. Cheers Bazongo.
Yes. Mpitirize muimba che musha ya classic. So
Sukoma mdada.
Kila manyumba lakini at least nikale nayo na hivi.
Aye, mdada imwe wanipangira day imwe. Cheers Bazongo zona.
Yes, boss.
All right.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So you were going to explain something before we had a caller.
So yeah, one of my challenges, my biggest struggles of life is maintaining relationships. I have, like I said, very few friends. I still struggle with allocating time. I struggle with that. I'm engaged to be married, right? So even with that alone and work and then the music, just trying to balance is a challenge for me. I won't even say how do I.
You don't even know how you.
I just find myself doing it really.
Okay.
But I would say my brothers only see me in the morning when I'm leaving and when I'm coming to sleep.
That's when they see you.
Yeah, it's rare that I'm at home spending time with them, bonding. We bond, of course, when I come at night, but I don't. It's rare that I spend the whole day at home.
Yeah.
So because of the many different things we're doing, so it's really, really a challenge for me. Please, someone out there, I really need help. I do.
Do you have a manager?
No, I'm self-managed.
I think you need a manager.
I think I do.
Yeah, I think you do. So please.
Precious
People
and
that are
amazing,
watching.
you guys need to think about this. Otherwise,
We'll think about it. Oh,
Please.
she said we got you, so yeah we got
please.
you. Let's talk about people that inspire you.
Awesome.
People that you've always looked up to.
All right. So the guy that inspired my rap career, the guy that inspired me to start, is a guy called Emma Yabaga. He's from Nigeria. He's a rapper. He's a secular rapper, by the way. He's the one that, when I heard his jam, was a song called Nobody. And the things he spoke about, I felt them. And so that was the beginning. So there's Emma Yabaga, there's a guy called Brimo. I listen to a lot of Nigerian music because I think that it's currently trending at the moment. So currently it's what I listen to the most. Then there's a guy called John Bellion. And then there's a guy called I also listen to Simi, and then I love Mag 44's music.
Okay.
I love Mag 44's music. I'm not a hip hop artist. I'm what you call, I wouldn't even classify that really. I just jump on any beat. So if you're giving me a hip hop beat, hey, let's do a hip hop beat. If you're giving me a Kalindula beat, hey, let's do a Kalindula beat. I wouldn't classify myself as a hip hop artist. So I don't really listen to as much hip hop as people think I do. As much as people think I do. So yeah, John Bellion, Emma Yabaga, Brimo, Simi, Mag 44. I love Pompey's music too. My friend Gio, I love Gio's music. He's amazing. He's an inspiration.
You haven't worked with him yet?
We have.
Oh, okay.
Spilling the beans right now, but yeah, we have. We have a project, an EP coming out together.
Okay.
Just yesterday I got him introduced to a girl called Gracie Carter.
She's a rapper?
No, she's a singer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's funny, I listen to a lot of singers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to mention but a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were given the powers to change something about the Zambian, let me not just stick to gospel, but the Zambian music in general, if you were given the powers to change anything, what is it that you can change?
Mentality.
Why is that?
Because without the right mentality, no matter how much resources you're given, there's nothing you'll achieve with them.
Okay.
So mentality, we need to shift our mindsets to stop doing music just because it's music and start making music because you know the impact it has. Yeah. Okay,
powerful. How many albums do you have to your name?
I have one album to my name, one EP. Current starting on my second album this year, and I have over 40 singles.
40 singles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I challenge you to do something?
Please. Here we go. Oh my God.
Very good.
Oh my God.
Should I?
Please go ahead.
Because you're a rapper.
Yes.
But I want you to sing.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I want you to sing. So I'm challenging you to sing. Let's see. Which song? Ephraim or Chidesha Bwalia? Which song should I give you? Or Dasha Combs? Let's do it.
Let's go Ephraim.
Ephraim?
Yeah.
Let's do Mutima Want. Let's do this. You got this one.
Guys, if you laugh at me, everyone watching this, you guys in the studio, I'll put you in a D song. I promise you. I promise you.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. Precious, please. Please help me, guys.
Okay. No, it's not me singing, it's you singing.
Le fire imwe Kawila gwawe owandi Wikala mucheni chetu Nechilaga jamwe owandi.
Oh my God, clearly he doesn't like singing, guys. He doesn't like
Guys, no one's ever done this to me, I promise you. Sing on live TV, oh my God. Oh my God. Miss
Okay, so now in winding up, but it was good to see you get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, come on, like, yeah.
Not too bad, you did great.
Thank you so much.
Great. So now in winding up, please, where can people get your music? Those that would like to work with you, how can they reach out to you?
Alrighty, I manage all my social media pages, so feel free to inbox me. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm Sticka Music on all platforms. You can check my YouTube page, also Sticka Music. You can also I'll follow back on Instagram. Then you can also, my music is on Apple as well. Some of it, not all of it. On Apple, my album is on Besasani, just in case you feel like supporting a brother. Yeah, so social media, Sticka Music on all platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your word of advice to any young person who's aspiring to be like you?
Thank you. Stay true to yourself. There's no better way of conquering the world than being your original you.
And that's the advice you would have given your younger self?
Yes.
Awesome. So thank you for coming through. Unfortunately, this is all we have to say. Our goodbyes, guys. I hope that you've had an awesome time just like we did. I've had fun. At least I've challenged him to do something that he didn't even see coming.
Yeah.
It's good to see people sing. He's a rapper, but we made him sing today.
Of course.
On the weekly gospel, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So guys, make sure that you catch us again next week, same time, same place. This has been the weekly gospel with me, Amazing Katamanda. I'll see you guys on Saturday. I'm going to leave you with this song from Pompey, titled, let me not say it, it's a surprise. So see you guys next week.
Her shadow is poetic. No Photoshop or edit. Her mama needs some credit. Her mind conversation is engaging. When I say that it's my baby, they say I must be crazy. Many try, she chose I, guilty by association. I imply she glides by my side, guilty by association. I imply, yeah. Hey, baby girl, you gave me your cool, you gave me your swag. The day I had you in the back, Vazati Balanisa, Elohim Nichikwati Soni Pakaifa. So Mr. Officer, I am guilty of copping her. Hope you feel me, I can't deny, I testify. Your boy is many tries, she chose I, guilty by association. I imply she lied by my side, association. I am fly, yeah. A round of applause. You fell and you stayed in love. You bring out the best in me, a product of destiny. Many tried, she chose I, guilty by association. I am fly, she lies by my side, guilty by association. I am fly, yeah. I am fly, yeah. I am fly, yeah. Guilty by association, yeah. I am fly.